So one of the first things we're going to look at in the grips is the types of grips. And we know the pros use typically three types of grips pretty much. You have an Eastern forehand, a semi-Western forehand, and a Western. We want to kind of demonstrate what these grips look like because they have an impact on a couple of things. Number one is power. Number two is the amount of spin you're hitting. And probably most importantly on the point of contact that you're going to use to strike the ball with. So with an Eastern forehand, typically the palm of my hand and the strings are facing the same direction. So my first knuckle and the heel of my hand are kind of behind the racket. Very secure, and the palm of my hand is once again is directing where the strings are going to point. So if I'm hitting, it's a great grip for driving with power. The semi-Western, it goes slightly under to the next bevel on the racket. And we look at the top of the racket, we'll say this is bevel 1. Number 2 would be like your continental grip, like on the serve. Number 3 is your Eastern forehand. The next bevel down is the 4, or the semi-Western. And number 5 is the bottom, which is the Western, which we'll address in a moment. So using my number 4 grip, which is an easy way to refer to where the grip's located, is a semi-Western, which allows me to strike the ball a little bit earlier and also to create a little more acceleration, a little more speed on the racket head to cause more spin. So what I'm able to do here is strike across the ball in more of an upward motion, which gives me a little bit more spin on the ball. And like I said, it's going to affect my point of contact. With an Eastern forehand, I'm somewhere in front of my left leg. With a semi-Western, I'm a little bit further in front again. And as the grip changes, I also discover that I like higher bouncing balls. So not only does my point of contact change in front of me, but I start to like the ball a little bit higher based on the kind of grip I've got. And with a Western grip, I'm down at number 5. And with the 5 grip, this grip is designed mostly for spin, and the player typically likes a higher bouncing ball. In fact, you see quite often with little kids, they hold a Western grip because at that height, everything bounces above their head, and they pick up a Western grip naturally to play so the strings face where they want the ball to go. So whether you choose a Western grip, a semi-Western grip, or an Eastern, all these are important parts of tuning up your game. Looking at what one you have, you may want to add other grips to your game to make your game even more effective and more of a weapon with your forehand.